This is 2025 Tampa Supercross and Skate Park by Evergreen Moto Tracks on the MXB mods page. This is an actual replica of the 2025 Tampa Supercross coming up in the upcoming Monster Energy Supercross Championship. So we're going to ride this track today, test out what this layout might kind of feel like or look like a little bit, as well as check out some of these skate parks in the surrounding area and a couple cool elements. But as it is a skate park and not something that a dirt bike is typically supposed to be on, we might try to sneak back in here after hours and check out this track and the skate park afterwards. So let's ride the track for a little bit and then we'll come back at night. All right, so let's hit it up on this track. First of all, right-handed first corner, which we have seen a little bit more of late. Felda has been kind of pushing the envelope with those a little bit more. We're still going to have the 9 whoop rule in 2025. We'll get to that in a minute, but definitely been seeing those right-handed first corners a little bit more often. It's kind of a similar design concept, I guess, to what we saw at San Diego last year. They added a couple different other rounds, but the rest of the track is kind of tight. I feel like this track is very kind of small. The rhythm sections don't have a lot of depth to them, and given that it is the Tampa Supercross track, and we've seen this time and time again before when Feld goes to Tampa, they have added a lot of sand to the track. So we got this 9 set of whoops right here like I talked about. They're going to go back to that theme again this year. And then here is that sand section like I mentioned. And it's supposed to be kind of like a sand rhythm section, which Tampa Supercross a few years back did that as well. So maybe that's going to be a little bit more built out. But then a little triple to the finish line jump. I kind of like this sand U-turn right here, especially if they build it like that, like very burly outside and kind of a nice little rut on the inside. And then, yeah, we're out of the first corner. I don't think it's going to be like a Supercross triple out of the first corner. It's probably actually going to be like a double-double. But at least the way that Evergreen built his track, it's a bit more of a Supercross triple into a roller. Got a couple triples on this side of the track. This seems to be pretty standard. Step on, step off, and then table over, single out. And then a U-turn into what then would be the lone Supercross triple on the track. Yeah, because the finish line jump is not a triple. It's just a standard double. Little triple here. You can check up here and double to the inside of this. But it kind of screws you up for the whoops because it's not very easy to then triple out right here. So you almost have to jump into the whoops and then jump up on top of them, which I guess kind of works. So works out both ways. But yeah, the sand is going to be the marquee about this event. Like, the track design does not get me all that excited except for the fact that there is going to be sand on this track. So that'll be kind of cool. Always love to see how that integrates into, you know, a race format, gives these guys a little bit of a turn. Because like, even, what was it, last year? 2 years ago, Nate Thrasher versus Hunter Lawrence going for the win, right? That was a crazy race where H-Law, as they call him sometimes, was yeah, like giving it his all in that like sand rhythm section that they had before the finish line in Tampa, and then put that gnarly pass on Thrasher to win. So yeah, do I have that backwards? Did Thrasher win and Hunter lost? I can't remember for sure. But anyway, regardless of which, this will be an interesting racetrack to watch, and overall built pretty well, in my opinion, by Evergreen. So we're going to go ahead and head on out of the compound, turn the lights down a little bit, and we'll come back when it's dark out and check out this track and the surrounding areas. All right, we are back here. It is dark nighttime here. I hope we don't get in trouble for sneaking onto this facility, but let's turn our flashlight on and be able to see around this place a little bit better. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and explore this place a little bit, and we're going to start by kind of meandering around this concrete pad that's around the track. The track is up there on that pad up there, but we're going to follow this around. And one thing I wanted to stop and kind of point out here is they've included these boards of all these different internet creators. So this is Internet Pit Stop right here, and this is not a MX Bikes creator as far as I can tell, but he's got a board. We got a little table area over there that we'll be able to ride over in a second, but want to check out a few more of these boards. It's kind of cool how he has this set up. We got a chicken in the road, but it is cool how he set this up because this entire pathway goes like all the way around the facility. So we got a couple more boards right here. Left side is Exhibit, our guy right there that posts a bunch of cool content IRL and in MX Bikes. And then over here on the right side, we got Dope Boy. And you can see it is youtube.com/@DopeBoyTheGamer. So you can check out him. It's a lot of content creators on this map. And we're going to try to say hi to every single one of them as we head to the skate parks. There's another one right here. This is... Who is this right here? This is Jesse the Average. Looks like 6K followers, I think on Twitch that is. Just riding the ledge and almost going down. We're good. Our trusty flashlight is guiding us all around this map. Over here, let's see who we got. This is I'm a Gamer by the looks of it. YouTube channel. Not sure. Honestly, some of these creators I have not heard of yet, but I'm keen to check them out after exploring this map a little bit. So we'll slide our way past the chicken. We got another one that we can look back at right there. That's Green Lennox, who I think is French. I don't believe he's American, but he does make a lot of different MX Bikes content, so kudos to him for covering a lot of different aspects of the game as well. Over here, got another board, and this is AMBX. Posts a lot of really interesting kind of like off-the-wall stuff, I feel like, in MX Bikes. I like when people break the mold a little bit. Obviously, there's the very, very, very popular creators and what they do, so they're always doing a good job with that, but I like when some other creators do a little bit more off-the-wall stuff. All right, over here, we've got, let's see, this is Troyjan. So speaking of popular creators, the most popular MX Bikes creator there is right now. He gets his own billboard as well. Let's continue on with our tour. And actually, should we take the stop off now? We're almost to it. Over here is actually a big jump over some beat up trailers in the hill. And actually, what does this board say right here? I don't even know what this says. This is Loloho, infamous Airstream Ranch. So apparently this is a real thing. Never heard of it before in my life. That's cool though. We're gonna jump over those a little bit later. And here's Panic Rev's billboard. PSN Panic Rev, I think, is his tag. Well, Panic Rev MXB, at least for TikTok, but he's PSN Panic Rev on a couple other places. So he's got some TikToks. Let's check out the bowl. Here is the skate park. Hopefully we're not gonna get in trouble for moseying onto the skate park. This is the bowl though. This is a custom bowl that Evergreen built. And the other one is just like a very standard skate park, but I like this bowl because like you can do some probably pretty sick transfers from bowl to bowl, going around the corners, and I'm probably going to make a few sick TikToks doing that. Like I feel like if you just pop out right here and like jump to there-ish, but a little bit more to the right, you're going to be able to do some absolutely nasty like floater whip airs, like where you're never really not leaned over the whole way. So this is a pretty cool addition. I like when they do stuff like this because I don't think I've seen a skate park bowl. There's been the Le Havre, France skate park that was super popular, but I don't think it had many bowls in it. It had a lot of, you know, kind of element and copings, but not really a bowl. Hey, it's me. Look at, he included me, and I did. This is not a propaganda for the track either. I didn't even know I was in this until I started playing the track. So thank you, Evergreen, for the post. Grabbed our YouTube banner and some of our latest MX Bikes clips and videos, so thank you for the shout out, my dear friend. Let's go check out who else we got. I know there's a couple other creators we have not found just yet, but I'm positive we're going to find them in our little journey through the trails here. Pepe Silvia, very, very awesome kind of free ride channel, to be honest. Like he does a lot of these really cool like city hits and stuff like that, and Vice City just came out in the game and they've been absolutely mobbing that, doing a lot of cool stuff, so definitely check him out. His TikTok is actually banging lately too. Simply Pinned, I think this is a Twitch account if I remember correctly. Yes, twitch.tv/Simply Pinned 2. So basically this video thus far has turned into here's all the channels you should sub to, because these guys are all making some banger MXB content. We got another big board over here. This one is Smokesta. You guys have probably seen a lot of his stuff. Includes all of his socials right there. A lot of MX Bikes track content that he shows off. And does a very, very good job as well of kind of showcasing a lot of different elements of this game. Back here we have Scooty Puff Jr., my guy. And we know Scooty Puff. I mean, if you've been around Start Your Systems for a while, you've probably even heard Scooty Puff in some of our videos occasionally because he's popped off in here. And we've joined some of his stream action as well. Got those tables. We got some pawns over here. Let's check out this board up here on the left. And this is Nora's Creation right here. Nora's Creation's Moto, Nora's Creation's IRL, couple of accounts right there. Does some IRL stuff like he shows off there, but also does a lot of like games of bike and different little fun, intricate moto things like that. Stratos.gg, another YouTube channel right there. Some good content. And here's the other skate park. Let's see, are we going to see another board before we do the skate park? Let's just jump over to the skate park and check it out. So this is the one where he says this is like the most standard skate park ever. And I'm not very good at the whole skate park thing, but we'll do a cheeky little 180 right there. Try to pop over this box and see if we can jump down to here. Jump over to face. I just absolutely decked my face on the coping. And then I want to do some like real techie stuff right here. Maybe like a little bike slide, but I don't think I can muster up the skill or ability because he's got a rail right here. Like, can we pop up onto the rail? Nope, we're gonna get sent to the moon, and I think I fear we may now be stuck in the rail. So let's exit out of that. We're gonna end up back on the track, but unfortunately fortunately I should say, we were just right over here. So here's another one of those billboards. This is for the Freeride OEM pack, which, by the way, those of you that are not keen on the OEM pack of late, there's another option for not only you could try the A-Kit bikes, which will pass a screen for Skrillex here in a minute, but the OEM guys updated their pack a little bit to include some Freeride bikes, so you could still do some big hits and stuff on those Freeride courses. This is Steezy93. There's some of the things that he has created, so you can check out his channel as well. And we're gonna jump on over to this guy right here, which I believe is Linz. Of course, everyone knows Linz, Connor Linz, as I know him, but some of you guys simply know him as Linz, arguably the GOAT of MX Bikes racing, and a fantastic YouTube channel showing off how to be just dangerously fast in this game. Over here, we got IBS Kelso, who has been posting up on the TikTok and the IGs quite a bit lately, but he also does quite a few stuff where just shows off some different things in the game as well. So just a nice little trip down memory lane basically at this point. Who we got over here? There's Skrillex, who I mentioned. He does the A-Kit bikes, or shows them off and all that stuff like that. And so that's another option of bikes you guys could check out as well. And then let's work our way up onto the road again if we can. Thank you very much. Pin it down this way. I think there's 2 more boards to see, maybe just 1 more board. I know that there's one we're definitely missing, and I haven't seen him yet, but I know he's here because I already saw the board. So let's go down this way and see, is he down this way? Up here on the right, or did I miss it completely? Oh, here's MX Pirata. Another one right there. Did I seriously miss the board? I must have gone right by it. Somewhere around this entire map is Reaper Doc, I promise. Got to meet him earlier today, actually, in person. Great guy. That's not him. Must be one of these boards over here or something like that that I just happened to mosey right by without actually seeing it. There's a board right on the other side of this skate park or something that I just missed, didn't I? Yeah, right here. There's another board right here. It must be this one, isn't it? There it is. There's Reaper Doc's channel. Definitely check him out. Always good stuff over there. All right, so we've checked out the skate parks. We've checked out all the billboards. Let's try to ride some dang Supercross at night, because I have no idea how this is going to go. And by the way, if you guys have made it to this point in the video, I feel like it's only right to at least tell you how you do this. So a headlight in the game is all done through Reshade, and a lot of you guys have maybe installed Reshade. I don't know. I'll try to include a link to how to install Reshade down below in the description. But one of the elements of Reshade is a headlight, and really it's just like a light that appears on the screen. If you try to look at the rider in third person from right now, the headlight would actually be behind him. So it's really only kind of useful for first person gameplay, but it's actually super sick. And yeah, what Evergreen did here is made it so that when you load the track in cloudy conditions, it puts a night sky on the track and then completely changes the lighting of the track that we can see here. So then we have to ride the track at night and turn a flashlight on to be able to see the track and all the surrounding elements. So it's a Reshade plugin. If you guys don't know how to get Reshade, like I said, I'll try to include a link in the description. But if you've been confused for, I don't know, 10 minutes watching this video, how the heck does he get a flashlight? That's how you do it. It's an outside element of the game, and it's not actually, technically speaking, in MX Bikes. But cool way to make a little bit of fun out of this. And honestly, really not that hard to see the track. Like, it's dark in some areas, but we know where the track goes. You can kind of see all the elements regardless. It just looks a little bit darker than what we saw in the daylight. And then it gets super bright when the flashlight shines on it. So not that difficult to see. Pretty standard and expected. But overall, like, really kind of an interesting and cool concept. And he actually shouted out Panic Rev, who's another guy who he featured on the board of all those elements of the track. Shouted him out for basically giving him the tip on how to use a flashlight and do the night thing and stuff like that, because Panic Rev actually posted up some stuff recently of him doing some night rides on the Hills free ride made by Pelster, doing a little bit of action with the flashlight. And I think it looks pretty sick, to be honest. Like, it's such an interesting dynamic to add to the game, to be able to ride a Supercross track with a headlight, or a flashlight in this case, on the helmet, and try to look forward and see, where am I going? Am I jumping the right way? Am I doing the right things? So yeah, very, very cool. Big shout out, of course, to almost messed up his name, to Evergreen for the track and putting it all together and making this awesome facility for us to try. And also thanks to him for including me in the content creators pool right there, because I know we haven't been known for our MX Bikes content, but we've been trying to be a little bit more active in the community, and I hope you guys have been receptive to that. But regardless of which, appreciate him taking the time to add us to the rotation, and hopefully you guys enjoyed our little review here of the 2025 Tampa Supercross and 2 skate parks by Evergreen Moto Tracks. Jumping in a little bit after hours to this facility and giving it a little bit of whirl around the track. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, get the links in the description below to this track and any other effects, like I said, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. So long for now.